All right, what is going on, y'all? What is happening? What's happening? What's happening? I go by the name of Khleo Thomas, aka Mr. Slick Living, aka Slick James. Claps in the chat one time. Did you miss me? Because I always miss you guys. So, you saw the title of this stream, so I'm gonna get straight to it. Brand new movie. Scream. Ghostface. He's back. He is back. And better than ever, in my personal opinion. The aura, the character of Ghostface is back, and he is better than he has ever been. They did some stuff in this movie, man, that I really did not expect. I'm not gonna lie, I called a lot of it. It was great. Like I said, I called a lot of the stuff. I did know where they could. My thing was, I knew what they could do. I knew what they could potentially do with this movie. And I am here to tell you that they for sure made a lot of great choices. And I walked out of the theater with a huge grin, because they did something so smart. Starts off great, the middle's great, there was no dragging. It was written so well. Like, I gotta look up who wrote this, because the dialogue wasn't cringy. But it also had that like little subtle nuance of like what made Scream really special. The first one, the original, it had little nuances of that. So there's a lot of great stuff in there. It was really funny. Everyone who returns does a great job. The new cast, I'm digging everybody all the way through. All of them did an incredible job with this movie. So. You gotta, if I had to co-sign it, like I said, the Courtney Cox bangs returns. Courtney Cox, her bangs don't return, but I want you to listen very, very carefully to one of the lines in the movie. It happens right somewhere close to the very beginning. It's when Dewey is doing something, and if you listen really closely to Gail, you'll hear her mention something about the bangs, and I popped in the theater. I was like, oh my God, they mentioned it. I was like, yes, I love that. I love that they mentioned it. Claps to the chat for that. Claps to the chat for that, man. So, was Ghostface a dope villain? Absolutely. Is the new cast legit? Absolutely. Is the old cast returning? Does it take away anything from the story, from the plot, from the new characters? Not at all. So that's a good thing in my book as well. Yeah. Ghostface the killer is very violent in this one. This is to another level of violence that we hadn't seen before, in my opinion. That we have never seen Ghostface be this violent. Like the first in the first movie, the garage door kill is probably the most out of control one, gruesome wise. In this one, it doesn't matter. It just does not matter. That Ghostface is coming to make a name in the new era, and whoo, does he do the job well. They, them, he, her, that guy, that girl, the dog. I'm saying all this to throw all of you off because I don't want to give away who the killer is. So yeah, it was nuts. I'm telling you, they stepped it up with Ghostface was out for I'm gonna make a statement. And I'm like, yo, did they ever make a statement in this? They was going ham. And there's some great killings, there's some great comedy in there, there's some great shots. You're kept on your toes the entire time. Big shout out to the Root Gaming coming over and subscribing to the channel. I do appreciate it, using your Prime sub. I agree, Ashley. Ashley said Ghostface had something to prove this time around. Yes, they did. If you're watching on TikTok, twitch.tv/KhleoThomas, come on over, man. We're having a great old time on here. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way. It was a great film. I loved it. If I'm co-signing it, go see if you can watch the first Scream movie before you go watch the newest one. And it's all plays right into each other really, really well. They don't overdo all of the sequels that came. It's right on point. Where does this new Scream rank amongst the four? In my opinion, number 2. Like, I'll always appreciate the first Scream 100%, but this new one, it is for sure 1A and 1B. Like, they figured out how to just... Oh, they're on Peacock. So if you're watching, if you have the Peacock network, it's on the cock. Big shout out to Toasted Marshmallow for rating. I see everybody pulling up on the stream. If you have Peacock, go check out Scream 1 and then go watch this new one. Like, it's just as good as the original. It's number 2 in your book. Yo, see, I got someone else co-signing it in the chat. It's good. 4 was, I didn't like 4, bro. I didn't like 4. I liked 1, of course. 2 was like, okay. 3, we're pushing it. 4 was just like, okay. But that's the thing, Ashley, they did so well kind of addressing it with not addressing it. It's so good, bro. I don't want to give anything away. Will I pull up in a future horror film? Yeah, why not? Why not? I would. 3 was trash. 4 was absolutely like, okay. But that's the thing. When you go watch this one, they did such a great job of like low-key addressing that bullshit. They did a good job, bro. I'm telling you. Go watch it. You will love. Who's it? My man said, "Shout out to Fluke. Scream is fire." It is. They did a good job, bro. But now here's my thing. I don't know. Like, are we open for a sequel? Like, I don't know now. I kind of feel like maybe they shouldn't do it. But if all the reviews are saying it's such an incredible film and it goes and makes money, they're gonna want to run it back. They're gonna want to run that back. And that's where I get scared at, because I'm like, yeah, look what we did the first time. Look what they did the first time they launched this. You know, they didn't follow it up quite well. So I don't know. I wasn't even gonna watch it. Not like I have to, just to see if there's some mac and cheese type judgment. Eddie, listen to me. It's not mac and cheese type judgment. I'm telling you, it's good. Froggy said it didn't disappoint me. I'm telling you. They hit on all the chords, things that you remember, certain callbacks, certain beats. Like, it has that nostalgic feeling of what we liked about the original Scream. Like, even some of the dialogue, it's not cringy. It just works for what's going on with this. It's so good. So we'll see. How it ended, do I think they can? I don't know. I don't want to give anything. I don't want to give anything away, because I would rather you guys see it. And then maybe we talk about it on like Tuesday. When I stream on Tuesday, maybe we could talk about it then. But I don't want to give anything away. Lady Ray said the callbacks were on point. They really were. They did good, bruh. They did really, really good with this. I'm excited. I'm excited that I remember when they first announced it. Remember, I ran all the way through social media. I was on my Twitter, on my Instagram story, like, yo, I can't believe it's coming back. And then, so one thing that was announced, great. But then when it was announced that Nev Campbell was returning as Sidney Prescott, I was like, get the hell out of here. And then Courtney Cox came back as Gail Weathers, and then Dewey, of course, with David Arquette coming back. I'm like, oh my God, we got the original 3 back. This is insane. But is it gonna be whack? And then I saw the new cast got announced. I was like, okay, this is cool. And then I saw Jack Quaid, who I'm a big fan of because he's on The Boys. And then who else was I a big fan of in this series? Of course, the actress who played Judy Hicks came back as well. And then when I saw the first trailer, I was like, oh, they're doing something with this. Like, I'm actually excited. And they did it. They did it, bro. So cosign for me, 5 thumbs up, 10 stars. No, I'll say 9 out of 10 stars. Me saying it, because when I say 10 stars, that's like giving it like a perfect score. And you just can't ever give anything a perfect score. So, but I will give it a 9 out of 10. I'll give it a 9 out of 10.